Namaste children. Welcome again in the political science class. In the first part of this chapter, environment and the natural resources, we have already discussed about the environmental issues and the management about the environmental issues and Rio de Janeiro summit. Now in this second lecture, we will discuss about the mainly global commons, management of global commons and common but differentiated responsibility, and next we will take the topic Kyoto Protocol. So let's see first the meaning of global commons. So students, there are some areas and regions of the world that are outside the sovereign jurisdiction of any side of any country, you can say, and therefore the common governance by the international community. So all these types of areas which are not comes under any state, or you can say any nation, so these are known as the global commons, and we include Earth atmosphere, Antarctica, ocean floor and outer space. Now in these four global commons, we will take in detail, we will discuss about all these four global commons first. Okay. First global common is Earth atmosphere. As you all know students, Earth has many layers and many human activities are going on Earth atmosphere. Now Antarctica. Antarctica is also very important global common. It is a continental area of South Pole and it is around 14 million square kilometer area and it is covered with ice. And it is source of about 70% of the planetary fresh water, and Antarctica is outside the sovereign jurisdiction of any state or nation. Earlier few states claimed and sovereignty on Antarctica, such as New Zealand, Argentina, UK, France, Norway, and these countries have extended their jurisdiction claim on Antarctica. But now common consensus is that this is a global common and all have responsibility of its management. Why it is so important? The reason is because of scientifically and biodiversity value of it. So we can say Antarctica is very important. Now it is agreed upon that Antarctica will open only for three activities: for tourism, fishing and the scientific research. Now the next is ocean flow. This is also a matter of debate because the pollution in ocean floor is leading loss of marine life. Now outer space. Outer space is the area between the atmosphere and the other special bodies. Management of outer space is also very important because countries have been using outer space for lot of use for missile tests, etc. And management of global common is important for outer space also, and outer space is a vacuum area. So all the countries are thinking about the safety of the global commons. Now the management of global commons is very important. But the problem is here that achieving consensus over the management is not easy yet. And some crucial agreement have been done for these global commons, for the issues of these problems, and that is Antarctica Treaty that was done by 1959, then Montreal Protocol in 1987, and then Antarctica Environment Protocol in 1991. And many talks over the management of these areas is already influenced by the North-South inequalities. We have already discussed about the North-South inequality in the Rio de Janeiro summit, Brazil. And the crucial issues here is technology and industrial development. We all know technology and industrial development is in North countries rather than South countries. And now we will discuss about the common but differentiated responsibilities. So now common but differentiated responsibility. The principle that was accepted in the Rio Declaration at the Earth Summit of 1992 as an approach towards environmental management. It represented the compromise between the approaches of the countries of North and that of South. That is, environmental conservation is a common responsibility of all nations, but the responsibility is more on the developed countries since they have caused more damage to the environment. CBDR means common but differentiated responsibility is a principle acknowledged all states have shared obligation to address environmental destruction but denies equal responsibility of all states with regard to environmental protection. In the Earth Summit, states acknowledge disparity of economic development between developed and developing countries. Industrialization proceeded in developed countries much earlier than it did in developing countries. And CBDR is based on the relationship between industrialization and climate change. The more industrialized a country is, more likely that it has contributed to climate change. States came to an agreement that developed countries contributed more to environmental degradation and should have greater responsibility than developing countries. Now, what is Kyoto Protocol? Kyoto Protocol was signed on 11 December 1997 in Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto Protocol is an international agreement setting target for industrialized countries to cut down their greenhouse gas emission. And it was agreed upon at the 1992 UN Framework Convention on Climate Change that certain gases like carbon dioxide, methane, hydrofluorocarbon are considered responsible for global warming. Since the per capita emission in the developing countries is relatively low, China, India and other developing countries are exempted from the requirements of the Kyoto Protocol. The Kyoto Protocol was agreed to in 1997 in Kyoto, Japan, based on principle set out in UNFCCC, that is, common but differentiated responsibility. So this is all about the global commons, management of global commons, common but differentiated responsibilities and Kyoto Protocol. Thank you.